another night of Justin Cooks or Cooking with Justin. I don't remember what I named this.
I don't know that you named it.
I put a title on the Twitter side of things. I didn't do it with YouTube. Tonight, doing a sriracha pork stir fry. Put a poll on the Patreon, the Ko-Fi, and in Discord, and that's what people chose. So you can, going forward, always vote on what's being cooked next, and then we'll do that. Plus, it saves me the trouble of deciding what we're going to make. So I appreciate that very much. So first things first, we're gonna wash and dry some produce. And in a small pot, I've already got the pot out, we're going to combine the rice, water, and some salt. Now, I never add salts to my rice when they give that instruction, mainly because I have high blood pressure. And so I just try to keep the salt to a minimum. The salt is supposed to, bring out some flavor, extra flavor in your rice.
It's salt.
It's salt, but I'm not going to do that.
Are you going to rinse your rice?
I am going to rinse my rice, though.
Because it didn't say to do that in the instructions.
Did it not?
It didn't. I was surprised.
Oh yeah, no, it never does say that either on the every plate or the HelloFresh. Now, I've never actually rinsed rice before because I've never had a need. Let me rephrase that. I've never really been explained. It's never been explained to me how to best do that. Hey, Leo. How you doing? Hi. Yeah.
Guest
All
star
right.
Leo.
Anyway. Now, Sarah, would you do me a huge favor and tell me the best way to rinse rice? Because I've never actually done it before.
Well, I have no idea if it's the best way or not, but what I do is I put my rice in a pot and I put in some water and I swirl it around while it's all, and the water gets all cloudy from the starches. And then I pour off the water and attempt not to pour out the rice. And I want the rice to be less sticky, I do it again.
Okie dokie. Let's do that then. Learning something new every day. You had sent me some links today, and today was an unusually busy day at work, so I didn't get a chance to actually read them. I wanted to, but today was
I can
wild.
look them up again.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
It was the one about lime zest, which we'll get to when you get to the lime zest.
Okie dokie. Now, I don't like limes, but I will put in some lime zest.
Well, the zest isn't sour.
Yeah, but I also don't like the flavor of lime.
Do you like the smell?
No, not really.
Oh. Well, I got nothing for you then.
I know, I'm weird. Hey, Leo, welcome back. All right. Rinse some rice. Leo ran away. And 1 1/4 cups water. Oh, that's been stuck in my head for days. And I think it's from Zelda. But I don't play Zelda.
What you're singing Saria's song, but it's not exactly right because that would be.
Yeah, that's the one that's in my head. Saria's song.
That's
Okay.
Saria's song, yeah.
Now, which one is Saria?
Little elf fairy from Ocarina of Time.
The one that says, "Hey, listen."
No, it's not the. It looks like a troll fairy.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
build up.
All right. So while the rice goes, I'm going to zest and quarter the lime. So how do I zest a lime? I've never done that.
Do you have a zester?
No.
Do you have a vegetable peeler?
Yes.
Get that out.
Okie dokie.
So what zest is it's the green part on the outside of the lime that isn't the pith. The zest and the pith are what make up the peel of the lime. So you just want the green stuff without any of the bitter pith.
So I'm doing what now?
Shaving the lime.
Okay.
Trying just to get the green and not the white.
Just the green. Our lime's supposed to be kind of squishy.
Sometimes.
Okay.
You're doing a very good job with that. Way better than I do with a vegetable peeler.
Dun, 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 dun.
You can also get a little tool for this.
Yeah, the zester.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there's that lime smell.
Mm-hmm.
That lime smell that I was not looking forward to.
I'm sorry.
That's all part and parcel of trying new things.
So then what I do if I'm using the vegetable peeler method is I will then chop these bits up really fine.
Alrighty. I'm
How
going to
much
stick that
zest?
somewhere where it won't roll. Won't roll away. Now, the best tool for chopping up fine.
We don't have any viewers yet.
Oh, I'm not going to worry about that then. The Santoku knife?
Santoku will work.
Yeah. The one that Cullen's and whatever it said.
Ooh, fancy knife cover.
Yeah. So keep it clean, keep it safe. All right.
Zesting is a lot of effort,
Yeah.
and it's worth it if you want to take your cooking like up a notch. But if you really hate lime that much, you can probably skip it.
Yeah. I normally do skip it, but I also do try things at least once, to see if I don't like it. And then every so often, I will try things again to see if my tastes have changed.
A lot of times you'll see zest in sauce recipes or baking recipes. I made grapefruit poppy seed muffins at my grandmother's house over the summer, and it called for some of the zest off the grapefruit.
Fancy.
Yeah. I like doing the fancy.
So something odd about me, I hate bananas. I love banana bread.
I don't think that's odd.
Okay. Well, then just a fact about me. I hate bananas, but I love banana bread. All right, now let's move on. Trim and thinly sliced scallions, separating whites from greens. I never separate the whites from the greens.
Depends if you want to use the greens as garnish or not.
Yeah, that's why they tell you to do it. I just put the greens right in. Oh, you know what I can do? I can wish I had a third hand.
You can still
it's fine on
rotate
the
it.
edge. It's fine right there. All right. Oh, every plate. You and HelloFresh with your saying that everything is recyclable. It's a lie. Can't recycle clear plastics.
I mean, if you take them to the grocery store with the other plastic films, maybe you can.
Yeah, but then you gotta hope that those plastics make it through the places that actually do recycle them.
Mm-hmm.
Since most, recycled plastics don't get recycled in the end. Oh, now I have Lincoln Park in my head. Well, I brought that upon myself.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Yep. Tried so hard, got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. Lincoln Park always makes me think of my friend's son. I miss her. She died, several years ago.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. So, cherish your friends because life is a jerk. And they will take out 20 and 30-year-olds. Stupid life. For the board game. When I was growing up, no one liked playing the board game, except for me. It's so frustrating. I love the board game.
I think I've played it once.
Yeah.
We were more card game people. And video game, me and my brother.
Oh, we weren't allowed video games in my house.
That's just cruel.
It is. Forgot to get out the bag for the compost.
It's directly behind the compost bin right now.
What?
I put the bio bags behind the compost bin.
Yeah, for the stream, I use paper bags, so I don't have to keep opening it.
That makes sense.
All right, scallions, peel and finely chopped garlic. So the recipe calls for 3 cloves. I'm going to use the entire head.
It's about right.
So the box they sent last week, they sent one bowl. And each of the recipes called for like a clove or 2 of garlic. So that when I did it on the stream, I used the entire head. And then I was like, when I made the next meal, I was like, hey, where's the rest of the garlic? Oh, right. I used the entire head on this. They don't send enough garlic ever. So I just used powdered.
If it works.
Oh, yeah. Powdered is just fine. Yeah, I wish they would start sending just entire heads instead of a single clove.
What can you even do with a single clove of garlic? Is that like a real amount of garlic?
I mean, I was once told that if you're sick, to eat a clove of garlic and it'll help clear sinuses.
Yeah, I believe that. Oh, you need a lid on that rice.
Oh, geez, the rice, I forgot.
The rice won't cook if it doesn't have that steaming power going. Or at least it won't cook well.
Okay, rice. Haha. Ah, crisis averted.
Crisis. No, it was terrible. You shouldn't have laughed.
No, it was great. And no regrets. No regrets. There's the zest. So any more room? Hey, buddy.
Invisible
Hi.
feline in the kitchen.
All right.
We have a Cinder.
Hey, Cinder, how you doing?
And Cinder asserts that you are using the perfect amount of garlic.
Yes.
And Cinder can hear me this week.
Yes. Cinder, say hi to Sarah.
Slowly but surely making the tech happen.
Yes. What are they doing? Yes, finally chopping the garlic. So we're going to use I forgot what I called this knife.
Sentoku, but you can also call it a chef's knife. A chef's knife is like the family of knives that are shaped like that.
So the bigger version of this that I also have, it also called a chef knife?
I'd say yeah.
Okie dokie. You know, before I do that and make a mess, I should just do the rest of these. And then finally chop all of them at once.
You remembered to smush it.
Yes. Ooh. Got a head start on finally whatever I said to that one.
Chopping.
Chopping.
Cinder is playing Sims.
Ah, which Sims are you playing? What Sims are they even up to now?
4 with an infinite number of expansion packs.
Nice.
I don't think they could even release a Sims 5 at this point.
Because of all the expansion packs?
Yeah.
You know, EA games.
Boo.
Exactly. They wreck every franchise that's not Madden that they get their hands on. I was so happy when that fifth SimCity game was coming out. That is the only SimCity that I've never played. Because, well, first I really couldn't afford it at the time. And I was like, oh, I can bide my time.
Oh.
Don't need to play it right away. Patient. But then it crashed and burned because they handled it so poorly.
Welp.
So I just decided, don't need to play it. City Skylines then came around and was like, yeah, we're superior anyway. I was like, cool, I will just play City Skylines.
Is that what you've got up on your laptop over there?
Yes, it is.
Cinder has corrected me. They have shown us Sims 5 stuff. It should be here in 4 years or less.
All right. Who's making Sims 5? Is that still EA?
Yeah, EA Maxis.
So 4 years or less. So within the next decade, hypothetically.
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, I hope that it's as good as the current one's good, right?
Last time I played it, I was doing the 100 Babies challenge.
Oh, the 100 Baby Challenge. I was watching a YouTuber who works for BuzzFeed, and I forgot her name, but she's blonde. And she's, hold on, she's shorter than I thought she was. No, she's taller than I thought she was. Because, so there's a friend of mine who is like 5'3", but my brain keeps remembering them as being like my height.
That's not your height.
No, I'm 5'8". So every time I see them, my brain's like, this is the wrong height. What is wrong? So there's this YouTuber who I'm like, yeah, this person is, probably short, and no, they're like 5'8". I'm like, oh, well, that's where the missing height goes to this one YouTuber who I follow. Random story aside, that's the first person who I heard of about the 100 Baby Challenge. Heard the 100 Baby Challenge from.
Yeah.
I don't know if she finished it because I kind of got bored with the 100 Baby Challenge before she finished the challenge.
That's fair. It can be very boring.
Yeah.
Cinder says you are only an inch taller than their partner.
Ah, I've yet to meet this partner.
At 5'5", my immediate family calls me short. I am in the 75th percentile for white women. 75th percentile. It's not short.
No, it's not.
But next to my 5'9" mother, my 5'11" father, and my 6 whatever brother, they call me short. And Cinder says, yeah, you need to fix that. The not meeting their partner thing.
Of the folks who are assigned male at birth in my family, I'm the shortest.
That's a tall group of people.
Yep. Yep. Well, maybe. Because actually I checked, average African American height was 5'10". So here's me at 5'8", not meeting that.
Eh.
Hey, buddy.
Should we focus on Leo for a second?
Yeah. Did you
Camera
decide you're
on the
hungry, Leo?
kitty.
Is that why you're coming back here so often? First you ignore me when I ask you, and then now you're wondering where the food is?
It's in the freezer.
There's one in the fridge as well. There's two in the fridge as well. The one that's almost empty and the one that's brand spanking new.
Cinder is the shortest AFAB in their family on both parents' side at 5'1".
Yeah, that checks out from what I've seen of your family. I've met more of your family than you have of mine. I've obviously met parts of your extended family without you being involved.
That's entertaining.
Yeah, life is strange like that. I know a lot of people. I've met a lot of my dad's former students. So my dad used to be a high school teacher, and throughout life, I just keep running into his former students. I didn't even go to his high school. But my dad had such a positive impact on people's lives that they recognize me because I look like him or I say something like him. Or sometimes, they hear my name and go, wait a minute, I know that name. And then they put two and two together. It's always fun.
Yeah.
At least one of them will be at the Renaissance Festival this weekend, as it's opening weekend, and they work out there.
Your family?
No, sorry, Dad's former students.
Ah.
And I hope that they stay safe because there is an extreme heat warning for this weekend. It's supposed to reach 108 tomorrow.
Good.
Yeah. I will likely be staying in my bedroom tomorrow because that's the only room in the house with air conditioning.
Air quality forecast isn't available. That's odd.
For tomorrow or for today?
Just in general.
I saw that there was an air quality alert for today.
Yes.
Until it was either 9 p.m. or 11 p.m. and I forgot which now. It is. Cinder, how do we sound on the screen? The last clove to unwrap. But at least we had a day of cool weather. Even though that cool weather was brought on by the same thing that's bringing down the terrible air. Oh. Is it new? Yeah, that would do it. Do you wear bifocals at all? Mm-hmm. I also have astigmatism and I wear bifocals because my eyes. Oh, what is it? What was it called? The thing about having difficulty adjusting. I used to. If I'm really tired, I still can, but I'm so practiced at making it not do that that I have to concentrate at not concentrating to do it. Yeah. Oh, Magic Eye. So many. Magic Eye always makes me think of Clerks. Not Clerks. Sorry, the other one. Mallrats. Did you ever see Mallrats? Oh, geez, the rice. Mallrats is one of the Jay and Silent Bob films. Yeah. Really? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's done. So there's this film series. The series is actually called the Askew-verse because Kevin Smith, his film company is called View Askew. So there's a number of films in it with these two characters, Jay and Silent Bob. And except for the movies Jay and Silent Bob that have Jay and Silent Bob in the title, well, and Dogma, that one as well. They're not really the title. They're not really the lead characters. They're just side characters who get into shenanigans. But they are the characters who link all the stories. And they're also in an episode of Degrassi or Degrassi: The Next Generation. One of those two. So Degrassi is also part of the View Askew-verse. So in Mallrats, which was, in fun fact, filmed at the Eden Prairie Center back when it was called Eden Prairie Mall. So Mallrats, there's this scene that we keep going back to where this guy who is trying to see the picture, the Magic Eye picture, and he's just having a hell of a time doing it. He can't see it. And he gets fed up with it. And he eventually tries that he won't see it and bonks his head against it, which gets the a video cassette loose from somewhere, which allows Silent Bob to catch it and put it into a VCR. which gets one of the lead characters free from the cops because there was another person who was the bad guy of the film. It was a whole thing. Yeah. Oh dear. Yes. On my phone. Let me just button and it would help if I knew what my router thingy was called. Yeah, but more specifically, the box. Yeah, I found it. All right. So there should be a way for you to scan QR code. Anyway, James on Bob. Kind of sophomoric. Kind of fun. I do enjoy their films and everything. I might just have to watch them again. The first film was Clerks, where the phrase wasn't even supposed to be here today became really popular. Anyway, in a small bowl, combine soy glaze, chili sauce, half the sriracha, save the rest for serving, and juice from half the lime. I'm not juicing the lime. All right. So small bowl. Oh yeah. Welcome back. Excellent. All right. Soy glaze. Soy glaze. Glaze it some.
Now I'm actually back. There we go.
Ah, yes, I can hear you now.
Hi, Cinder. We fixed my internet issue.
So while I was waiting for the bus today, I saw on the back of a no parking sign, someone stuck a sticker about the story of Solomon. Not Solomon, hold on. Samson.
Mm-hmm.
And they were calling the internet Delilah, and was telling people that they could free themselves from a certain kind of addiction by going to church and finding Jesus. And I said, you know what? Instead of doing that, I think I'll just have some fun later on instead, because that's more entertaining.
Yeah. There's a lot we can learn from the story of Samson, but I don't think that that's one of the things.
Yeah. Of course, I centered myself down some for the sake of the fact that we're streaming on YouTube and Twitch. And half the chili sauce. Garlic makes one can sticky.
Samson is in Samuel.
Say that again?
Samson, the story is in one of the Samuel books, one of the prophets.
Yes.
He
I don't
was
remember which
inducted
one.
as a Nazarite because he was, no, Samuel was Hannah's son. I need to reread Nevi'im. The Bible's full of fun stuff, especially if you add the midrash into it and like go through the midrash with the like in between what you're doing with the actual text. Because the rabbis are sassy.
Rabbits are what?
Sassy.
Oh, I bet.
Also, the prophets are extremely sassy. There's there's one line in Kohelet that effectively Ecclesiastes that effectively translates to you're worried about the state of society, you should be worried about what your mom did last night.
Nice. Nice.
Oh no, it was you're worried about society going down the shitter. You should be more worried about where your mom went down last night. That's more the
Oh.
No, those prophets are fire.
Yes, they are. Okay.
Maybe that's what I should study next. I will.
So soy glazed chili sauce, half the sriracha, stirred up into that bowl. Now we're going to put a drizzle of oil in a large pan over medium-high heat. As I've said before, medium-high is different on every stove. So, boop, boop. Turn it on, and there we go. Let that heat up while I get a drink.
Should we be putting duct tape over your Dr. Pepper can so that we aren't inadvertently product placing?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
I was mostly joking. We have one viewer.
Should still get a koozie or something one of these days. All right, add scallion whites and garlic. I'll get to that in a moment. Stretch back a little bit here.
That was the other cooking thing I sent you, was that garlic and onions are considered aromatics in terms of adding things to a pan. The first thing you add is the aromatics.
Yes.
And garlic, onions, celery, carrots, sometimes bell peppers, those can all be considered aromatics depending on what you're trying to get out of them in a recipe.
Oh, I love bell pepper. Oh, those are so good. Especially the green ones. People say that there's a difference in flavor, but there is.
There's a huge difference, and I hate green bell peppers.
Oh, I love green ones. They're my favorite.
Cinder's brother, who just turned 21, says hi.
Hey, how you doing? Oh, belated happy birthday. How are you liking working with my former housemate? Still enjoying the collection job?
Taxes or debts?
What's that?
I said taxes or debts?
Neither.
Oh.
But I'm being vague for the internet's sake. All right, so there's the garlic that's gone in. I'm going to set this down and get the green, why can't I think of onions? Onions. Or whatever they're called, scallions. Scallions are onions.
Yes.
Don't hurt yourself.
Not planning on it.
All right, so that's supposed to go for 30 seconds.
Cinder says that yes, brother is having fun.
X's. All right, go and stir that up a little bit. Yeah. There was a Minecraft expansion that had scallions. It was a good expansion. Don't remember which expansion it was.
Do you farm in Minecraft?
Yes, you do. On the base game, you farm wheat, carrots, beetroot, um, apples, but it's really hard to do that because you have to get lucky. I'm forgetting things. I'm also being dangerous with this knife.
It's okay. The camera can't see the knife. Oh, now we can.
All right. Let's see. There's cows. Sheep.
It's not as hard now for apples, says Cinder.
Really? Since when? I haven't played in like a year or two. Since I was hunting meat, I'm going to wash my hands properly. So apples only fall from oak trees and that white birch. That's it, birch trees.
Well, that's not accurate.
I mean, it's a game where everything is a cube shape, except for apples and snowballs.
Interesting. Cinder says they upped the drop rate recently.
Oh, sweet.
Every other branch.
Oh, well, that will make getting golden apples so much easier, unless they drop the gold rate as well. Just gonna reach behind you for a towel. Oh yeah.
Let's look at that food. Playing musical kitchen.
All right, so cooking, breaking up meat into pieces until pork is browned and cooked through 4 to 6 minutes.
You're going to want to get on that.
Yes, I am. And then we're going to add the coleslaw mix after this is cooked through. Now, normally, I don't like coleslaw. But this mix doesn't have any vinegar in it.
It's just the vegetables, isn't it?
That makes it just the vegetables, which makes it acceptable.
Cherry blossom trees and bees have. I'm not Cinder. I'm sorry. I don't understand what that's referring to. Is their drop rate also better now, or is it just that they've added these things?
Well, bees were in when I last played. Cherry blossom trees weren't.
Minecraft added them, Cinder says.
Sweet. I like bees. I was watching recently a Try Guys video where Zach was talking with what do you call that? A person who works with bees, apiarist.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And the apiarist explained why bees react to smoke the way they do, which is why bees in Minecraft, you have to light a fire under the hive to safely get the honey. So that actually is, in a Minecraftian sort of way, technically correct. Really weird.
That's also, I know you said you haven't played Zelda much, but Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom both have that mechanic. If you go up to get the coarser bee honey and you're carrying a torch, the bees won't chase you.
Oh, nice. Yeah, apparently the smoke hides the danger pheromones, so the bees will engorge themselves in honey and not be able to tell each other there's danger, so they'll just stay in their hives. Honeybees specifically. I mean, don't try this with wasps or hornets.
Walking Minnesota gave us 2 bee emojis. Hello, Walking.
Hey, Walking Minnesota, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm glad to have you here.
My parents started keeping bees in the last couple of years.
Oh, nice.
Which is good because they have a whole orchard.
Really? Man, that's what kind of orchard?
Every kind. It's Southern California, so they've got figs, they've got pomegranates, they've got 12 different kinds of citrus, they've got apples. They have a lot.
I like to eat apples and bananas.
You know, I had forgotten that song existed until we went up to the lake with my niece, who is 1.5,
Oh,
and her mom started singing it.
I think Raffi was the first concert I went to in person ever.
Were you about my niece's age?
How old's your niece?
1.5?
Yeah, about that. Or you know what? No, hold on. That wasn't Raffi. That was Sherry Bram and the third person's name. The people from the Elephant Show. Yeah, that was it.
I'll believe you. Cinder gave us a very fun looking little bee.
So there's this show called The Elephant Show. Sherry Bram and somebody, or maybe Sherry Lewis and I'd have to look this up now. It's such an old memory.
It's not Bram Stoker.
No, it's not. But there's a show called The Elephant Show. It's a kids show, and one of the songs that they had was I am slowly going crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, switch. Crazy going slowly. At my 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch. And then each person who joins in sings it faster.
Oh, wow.
And the next one sings faster, then the first one sings even faster.
Oh,
And
gosh.
it was magnificent. And it's one of the songs that I just know from being an infant because of that show. And then the closing theme was Skiddle-rinky-dinky-dink, skiddle-rinky-doo, I love you.
Cinder's suggesting Lamb Chop, but my memory of Lamb Chop is that they ended that with the song that never ends.
Yeah, Lamb Chop was the song that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was. And they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that never ends.
Just like that.
Oh, yeah. Yep, Sherry Lewis. She was great. Kid shows in the day were just something else.
I mean, they still are.
They still are. I mean, a lot of them are, like Bluey.
Yeah, Bluey's supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Nephew was watching Wild Kratts, which is a little older, but they've got an actual like animal handling show, and then they've got a cartoon that's also nature and animal oriented.
Neat.
Walking Minnesota says Lamb Chop, top tier puppet. Amen.
Yeah. Well, there's also the puppets on Mr. Rogers.
Yes.
Paw Patrol, though, is cop propaganda.
Yes.
Like hardcore cop propaganda. In the movie, they literally seek to overthrow a democratically elected government.
Whoop.
Yeah. So they go from this small town that they're in, and they move into a big city where the bad guy became the mayor of the big city. So they just move in, hook themselves up to the city utilities, clog up some major streets with their big building, and they're funded by t-shirt sales and such. And this kid who is a multi-millionaire somehow comes in, and he and his puppies are seeking to take down the democratically elected mayor.
Cool.
Yeah. And the police dog does most of the work, like even the one work that the fire dog should be doing and the construction dog should be doing. They call him the police dog anyway.
Cool. Walking Minnesota says that there is a show for Daniel Tiger now, which is set in the make-believe land of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Oh, I've heard of that.
I had not, so that's really cool information. I'll see if niece is watching that.
Yeah.
And Cinder agrees that wild kratts are amazing.
Does anybody else remember the wild thornberries?
Yes.
Yeah.
The internet remembers Nigel Thornberry.
All right, this is cooked through. Let me just check this bigger piece here. Yes, this is cooked through, and goes the slaw. We're gonna rinse the slaw first. Slaw. Can't spell slaughter without slaw.
They're spelled differently.
That's true. And yet, laughter had an S, and you got slaughter.
Is that why comedians kill on stage?
Yes, it is.
Cinder says Daniel Tiger is good.
Excellent. I never did watch the Joker film, and I really don't plan on starting. I haven't really heard anything good about it, except from Dude Bros. And I don't really trust Dude Bros' opinions.
No, Dude Bros usually don't have the most sound opinions on what you would like.
Yeah.
Who do you trust for opinions on media?
Friends. Oddly enough, sometimes the YouTube algorithm will get it right and show me something I do want to see. But it takes me a while for me to actually trust it. I'll see like a tile that I go, huh, that looks interesting. I will watch this video but remain skeptical. And then I'll end up watching another and another. Maybe like, okay, I'll stick with this. It has led me astray twice, that method.
Uh-oh.
The very first time was years ago.
Oh, bye, Cinder.
Bye, Cinder. Have a wonderful night. Very first time was years ago. This was before I knew what PragerU was.
Oh.
They had one video that was actually accurate. It was about the Civil War, and they only had accurate stuff about it. So I was like, oh, that's right. I'll share this to Facebook. People are like, do you know what PragerU is? I was like, no, I didn't research it. I was like, this video is correct.
Goyim is what PragerU is.
Yeah. So I was like, oh crap. So I gotta be more careful about this new algorithm thing. So that was like a decade or so ago. And then more recently, I've been following what is that pyramid's name?
Pyramid?
Illuminati.
Oh.
And I thought she was great. I was like, yeah, this checks out so far. And then there was the whole Illuminati exposed thing going on. And I'm like, I don't know. I haven't heard of any of these people who are making these videos. And then she did a reaction video to Illuminati Exposed. And I was like, or an apology video, sorry. And I was like, this seems kind of sus. And then Rebecca Watson did a video about Illuminati Exposed. I was like, if Rebecca Watson's talking about it, this is not good. All right, I trust Rebecca Watson. Sorry, Illuminati. You got to clean up your act before I start following you again. All right. All right. Coleslaw mix is added in. Add soy sauce mixture and 1 tablespoon butter. Soy sauce mixture. Just gonna pour that right in. Oh yeah. Now, if they had sent me 2 packets of chili sauce, I would have been happy. But as I said, both the first week and last week, this is made for white people.
And you'll probably continue to say it next week too.
Yeah, probably. 1 tablespoon of butter to the pan. Stir until the sauce is thickened and stir fry is evenly coated. Taste and season with salt and pepper if desired. Nah.
Doesn't mean you can't put your own sriracha in it, though.
True. Do I have
assume
any
you have.
sriracha left? What was I doing? Butter, right. So again, butter comes with its own division little thingy. So you could cut up the little tablespoons. That's about a tablespoon. All right, stir that up.
It comes with a measurement. I'm going to ignore the measurements.
Yeah, I mean it's close to a tablespoon.
Yeah. Yes. I put a whole stick of butter in what I made for dinner, so I'm not going to judge.
Yeah. All right. Well, that does that. I'm just going to take a peek. No. Ooh.
That looks like it. Oh, no, that's sriracha.
No, that's red gold. Yeah, this is sriracha. Sweet. I have more sriracha. So I'm going to take that sriracha that I didn't use all of and just put the rest of that in there. Oh, yeah.
It's a good thing you're not cooking for me because I would not eat that now.
Understandable. There is this show I'd like to watch from College Humor called Dropout TV. Wow, Justin, you must be tired. There's a show from College Humor that is aired on Dropout TV. Unfortunately, I don't have a subscription, so I've been only seeing the clips of it so far. Called No Don't Laugh News. Grant O'Brien, one of the writers for it, and one of the hosts as well. In a recent episode, he had to take a bite from a chip with, I forgot how many million Scovilles.
Nope.
Yeah.
Just no.
And Grant, being the person he is, this Grant O'Brien, this gangly weirdo Grant O'Brien, who will do a lot of things on the air because he is Grant Anthony O'Brien, bit that chip. And shenanigans ensued. And I thought to myself, Justin, would you do that? Because he had to put on goggles and rubber gloves before he was allowed to bite that chip. And I said to myself, I'd probably do it. And I'd probably be in pain after. But I'd probably do it.
There is an amount of money that I would be willing to do that for.
Mm-hmm.
But it's on the level of Elon Musk, so.
Oh.
I was on the phone with my ex one time when he was cooking something with habanero peppers.
Yeah.
And I told him, be careful, wash your hands. It's a problem. And then he said, ow. He had touched his face without washing his hands.
Yeah. That's a dangerous thing. All right. All right, turn off heat. Fluff rice with fork. Stir in lime zest and 1 tablespoon butter.
That's a lot of butter for that little amount.
Yeah, I'm not going to put any more butter. I never put in butter with the last step because that's too much butter.
I mean, you could put in like a half tablespoon to make it butter rice.
I
Probably
could.
help the flavors stick more to the grains.
Yeah, but this is already really buttery and liquidy.
All right.
Plus, I put in like more than a tablespoon already because I didn't measure precisely.
Legit.
And I'm supposed to put those peanuts on. Oh, yeah.
Everything's recyclable.
Yeah. Their pants are on fire. One of the recipes I've done in the past requires you to cook the peanuts ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm always like, this is so difficult because I'm not used to cooking nuts, even though peanuts are legumes. What always amuses me is that the packages of peanuts say peanuts contains peanuts.
Have you met the Litigious Science Society of the USA?
Yeah.
Because I used to edit materials for the bar prep exam, or materials prep for the bar exam.
I didn't know you did that.
It was way back in college. Just a summer job. But I've seen some of those example cases.
Yeah.
They are nasty.
There's this one. There's this one judge whose name has escaped me now, who writes hilarious. Not decrees isn't the word I'm looking for. Yeah, that thing. And now I can't remember it, and this story is going nowhere. So I'm going to look at the instructions. Fluff rice with fork, stir in lime zest and 1 tablespoon butter. Divide rice between bowls. Top with stir fry, and as much remaining sriracha as you like. Serve with remaining lime wedges on the side. All right, so taking the rice, baby.
I'm old enough for that.
All right, just gonna put in that zest, that zesty goodness. Stir that in. Making a mess on my stove.
That's what towels are for. And it's out of frame, don't worry about it.
Yeah. All right. Right, bowl. Where'd I put that sriracha I got out?
Behind the bowl.
There we go. Top with sriracha. There we go. Yeah. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day for a neighbor. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Let it cool for a minute. Not going to make the same mistake as I did last week. Same delicious mistake. You remember the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny?
Yes, Neil Cicierega is one of the gods of YouTube.
Who?
Neil Cicierega?
Is that the person who made it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Is that person still doing YouTube things?
Probably. He's incredible. Walking Minnesota says that your dish looks great.
Thank you, Walking Minnesota. I appreciate it. I'm sure it's going to taste great too. We're going to find out. Yeah. It's all nice and steamy. It's got your meat and your peanuts and your rice and your steam. Steamy. Steam.
Oh shoot, I embodied my voice on camera. It's okay.
Well, you know, it's just a hand. It's very handy.
Indeed.
Mm.
You look very thoughtful.
Yeah.
What about?
So I taste the peanuts very strongly. Got a whole peanut in each bite.
Could mitigate that if you don't like it by crushing the peanuts first next time.
Mm-hmm. No, I like it.
Okay.
It's reminding me of California, which is odd. So I don't remember eating anything like this in California.
spicy pork bowl with vegetables, there's at least 10 immigrant communities that have significant presences on the coast
Yeah,
that would have that.
I just don't remember having any either time I was in California.
Oh.
I've only been to California twice, both
See?
for a cousin's wedding. One of those cousins, I was in her wedding.
Exciting.
Yeah, I wasn't told I was going to be in the wedding until the day of.
Less exciting.
Yeah.
Or more, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah. Yeah. I was told, you don't know what to do. You're black. I'm like, I don't go to this kind of church. I don't even go to church. I'm not religious. I'm an atheist. How am I supposed to know what I'm going to do?
What does that say about the black Jews I know?
Oh, there was this one time I was waiting for the bus, and this guy came up to me and said, "Hey, are you Christian or are you Muslim?" And I was going to say I'm atheist. My brain said I'm atheist, but my mouth said I'm Jewish. And the guy said, "Oh," and just had that look of I don't know what to say to that.
We'll blame you for that moment.
And walked away. Then he came back. He said, "Well, here's this event that's going on, and you can come too." And hand me a flyer for this one thing. And it was this like interfaith thing for black Muslims and black Christians. And I was like, thanks.
Because that's totally what any Jew wants, is to be invited to a Christian and Muslim event.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pro tip, folks. They're distinct religions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is just giving me going out to a restaurant vibes.
Yeah.
The meal. This tastes like restaurant food.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully it helps. Oh yeah. Hopefully it makes helps me cool down tomorrow when I have leftovers for breakfast. Because we have an extreme heat warning. It's supposed to be 103 tomorrow, people. So be sure to take care of yourselves. 108, 103. It's going to be above 100 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, that's why I left Southern California. It wasn't supposed to follow me here.
But it always gets this hot in the summer. It's just not supposed to get this hot this frequently in the summer.
I think this is the first year that it's gotten over 100 in the summer that I've lived here.
How long have you lived here?
Since 2012, so a little over 10 years. Or 2008. Gosh, almost 15 years.
Okay. Remember this one time I was in a sports program, and I hated doing that as a kid, but my parents sent me off because I needed to be outside and doing things. Got so hot that I was able to peel tar off of the off the road.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Walking Minnesota says they'll take heat over the smoke. I'm like, yeah. But that wasn't supposed to follow me here either.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Minnesota, land of the extremes.
We had a lot of smoke in Northern California too, though, says Walking Minnesota. Very hot up there.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere away from the coast in California can get very hot.
Oh yeah.
I remember summers of being an aide at Girl Scout camp, having to keep the campers in the shade because the shade was only 102.
Mm-hmm. That checks out. When I was in college, my geography professor, he said that if we wanted to have a temperate temperature here in the Midwest, in Minnesota specifically, we would need to destroy the Rocky Mountains and then put a garage door over Canada. Because we get the we get the air from the east, bounces off the Rockies and comes back at us.
Mm-hmm.
We get the Arctic air from the north, and we would need to control that when we get it and when we don't. So take out the Rockies, the air from the east just keeps going westward. doesn't bounce back and hit us again. And the air from the Arctic, we'd be able to, raise it in the summer, let some of the cool air down, close it in the winter, keep the cool air up there. But, that's some super science we don't have.
And we
Plus all the
probably
people who
don't
live in the
wanna
Rockies.
Yeah, like my entire extended family.
Yeah, my partner lives in Colorado, so don't want to do that.
Yeah.
My family who do live in Colorado, I don't care about. Also, I don't even know if they live in Colorado still. I haven't spoken to them in. All right, so if I'm 40,
Mhm.
at least 30 years.
That's a lot of years.
Yeah. Except for that one uncle, it's been at least 20 years, but I can't talk to him because he's dead, so it doesn't even matter. Plus, I don't like him, so I don't care. Mm. Yeah. I only have one uncle who I would have liked, and he died before I was born. Life is weird like that. Life is unfair like that.
Yes.
Infernal life. I'd rather play the board game.
Now that we've
board
brought
game
the
on
stream.
Steam. Oh, we brought Steam full circle.
Circle.
So go ahead and call it a night. Have a sit down, eat the meal, and sign off. Is there a button on there that says raid?
Raid?
Yeah, because on Twitch we could raid another stream. But if there's no button, then we don't need to worry
There's a
about it.
button, no.
Yeah,
I would
let's not worry
have
about
to
it
go
then.
searching for the settings.
Yeah, we'll worry about that another day.
Okay.
All right. Well then, good night, everybody. Happy eating.